Hi everybody, hi every spirit, welcome very much to my YouTube channel, Esoteric Cloud Surfer here on Ezosu Gaming, and let's react to all new Pokémon from Generation 9 Part 2. Thank you very much for being here, I wish you the best thoughts, ideas, feelings and emotions, a whole bunch of individuality, creativity and responsibility as well. Let's go straight into it. So, today we start with Aniliape, so great design, it's Primeape's evolution, bro. I think it's one of the best designs in the whole new Pokemons that they brought into the game, and I really love it. There is nothing wrong about this design, alright? Next we have Charcadet, one of the really new Pokemon, not an evolution of an old Pokemon as well. I think it has a great design as well. It is a very cool fire type, but with an eerie vibe, a ghosty, kinda psychic vibe, right? And it makes sense because its evolutions, Armarouge, the yellow one, and Cerulege, the more bluish one. Armarouge is psychic and Cerulege is psychic and Cerulege is ghost, and they are both fire type as well. So in terms of Armarouge, I really like Armarouge. I think its design, it makes a bit more sense, but the color scheme and the overall presence of Cerulege makes it my favorite among these two, but they are both so cool. And then when Armarouge attacks, he makes a cannon with the arms of its armor, and it's a really cool animation. Alright, moving on, we have Tadbulb, an electric type, which I thought it was electric water, and I think it's okay, not too bad, not too cool as well, it's mid, it's okay, but the only thing wrong is I thought it would have an evolution, because then it goes straight into, oh, not that one, it goes straight into Bellibolt. Bellibolt is great, it's super fun, I really like it. It's one of my favorites as well, but it's not very relevant, is it? Either when we are walking outside or in VGC, pretty much you only see it when you battle with Iono, right? On her gym, so I think they could have made this Pokemon a bit more present, and I would infinitely like to see something in between these two, you know what I'm saying? Next, Watrel, okay, it's the bird of this region, bird and electric. I really like it because Portugal and Spain are a lot about aeolic energy, wind electrical power, wind-based electrical power, and these Pokemons have, some of the Pokemons have the ability, like Kilowatrel, the evolution of Watrel, right? He has, one of his abilities is when he is hit by a wind type move, it charges up its next electric type attack. So I like Kilowatrel. Actually, I'm quite fond of it, but I think still there is something lacking on it. I don't really know what, but it's not bad, but it's not great as well. It's not like, whoa, look at this, but it's not like, what the hell, you know what I'm saying? Moving on, the Dunsparce. Now I'm really disappointed with the Dunsparce. Everybody was expecting this great Dunsparce evolution, majestic, out of the realm of speculation and imagination, then they just give us a bigger Dunsparce, you know? Moving on, Farafirag, it's like, I think it's one of those designs that are a bit too childish, or a bit over the top, like Quaxly's evolution, right? Well, I like the colors, I like the fact that its tail now went into the head, but it seems a bit too big, too disproportional in my opinion, but it's not the worst design of this generation. Then we have we have Maschiff, like, he's okay. It's okay, it doesn't beat Poochyena. Poochyena is really cool as like a dogmon of its generation. it's okay, but then its evolution is really cool. Mabosstiff. First the name is awesome, Mabosstiff, and then like he looks at the same time super calm, but he's gonna get your ass if you perturb anything around its trainer, right? It looks really cool, and it has one unique ability called Guard Dog, which reflects its nature as well, and I think it's great. I really like Mabosstiff. It looks like a mafia boss, right? Mabosstiff, mafia boss. I'm sure that's the inspiration, but I don't know. Moving on, we have Shroodle. Now Shroodle is very cute. It's very cool as well, but I think I'm more disappointed with the evolution, or like, once again, I think there should be something in between, because I really like Grafai. It really surprised me, like, it grew on me. I wasn't very fond of it, and then, especially when I saw it in game, running around, like, it makes sense. It makes sense, but it doesn't really make sense going from this straight to that. You know what I'm saying? I think just like Tadpole's case, there should be something in between that connects these two guys, but I really like their concept of them drawing. They are poison and normal, so they are like use that poison attribute to be creative and individual, and I really like that. Right? Then Bramble. Bramble is cool. Bramble is cool. I actually like Bramble. Grass Ghost, good typing, good design, but then, bro, they made no effort on its evolution. Bramble Guest. Come on. They seem like one is the male and the other is the female. It doesn't seem like an evolution, right? They seem like one grows in the forest and the other grows in the desert. Something like that, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I like Bramblin, its evolution. It's like, it's not bad, but it just shows kind of lack of effort, lack of inspiration. I don't know. You guys tell me what you think about that in the comments down below. Then you have Toadscool. Now Toadscool, I'm really impressed, because I thought it was a regional variant, but it's a completely different Pokemon. I think it was just a way for Pokemon and Nintendo to not be very spamming regional variants. Oh no, it's a completely different Pokemon that looks just like Tentacool, but I really like it. It's so funny when they are running around in the field, you know, it's just super funny, and then its evolution is awesome as well, with a great typing, grass, ground, not very common, but Toadscrew, like, at start, it was just like, for me, it was just like, okay, but now I look at it, I'm like, bro, yeah, great design, you know what I'm saying, like, the colors, the black and yellow, then you have this acid yellow with that beige, then you have those light pink spheres in the head. Bro, I really like Toadscrew, one of my favorites, infinitely. Let's move on. Cough. Now, Cough or Cloth, it leaves me like divided, leaves me in the fence, because he's cool, but at the same time he's just so silly and it doesn't make sense. I really like those little cheeks that he has. I really like that kind of fur or like spikes that he has in between his legs and claws, but it's like, I think it was also a bit fault of the game. They didn't really like, yeah, he's a Titan, he's a Pokemon Titan, but then he's just seemed not very important, you know what I'm saying? Then Capaskin actually looks very funny. It looks like a very naughty boy, always want to prank somebody and laugh of it. It's actually a very cool concept. I think that little teeth is like a very spicy seed, and then something happens and they evolve into Scovillain, where one of the heads is like super crazy, and they have super hot spicy seeds. That's why they are fire and grass. No, it's a weird design, but I like it. I just think for the first fire grass Pokemon, it could be way better. I think it's not very relatable, but I don't hate it. Then we have Rellor. Rellor is a simple, very simple design. You know, it's a beetle that carries around its ball of mud, in this case, but then joining its Pokédex description with the method of its evolution, it's very interesting because in the Pokédex description, at least on Pokemon Violet, it says that it's rolling around, accumulating energy in its ball in order to evolve. And then in order to evolve it, you have to walk 1000 steps on the Let's Go feature. So it makes a lot of sense. And then its evolution, I really like it. Rabska, it's super cool. I'm using it on a VGC team, live on Twitch, guys. Check in the links down below. I really like Rabska. That little ball that you see was all the accumulation of energy, and supposedly that's the main brain, because in Pokemon Violet it says it's the main brain, but in Pokemon Scarlet it says it's an infant, that ball, so I don't know, but either way the main body lost importance because it's bug and psychic, so the body is always less important or less powerful than the mind or the brain or the main focus of awareness. Moving on, Flittle. Flittle is kind of, bro, it kind of annoys me because it's everywhere. It's super small, you are always bumping into it, and it's just like a bit of, I think it was spammed, like some Pokemon were not spammed enough in the game, and other Pokemon were spammed like a lot, you know what I'm saying? But then, its evolution is beautiful. I don't know, though, negative point, I don't know how they go from Flittle to Espatra, but Espatra is beautiful. I love Espatra. It's a great design. It's a great, bro, it's awesome. Many people don't like it, but I love it. I love it. I love Espatra. It's so cool. It has a really like feminine power into it. You know what I'm saying? I love it. Next, Tinkatink. Now, when I saw this Pokemon, I was very surprised, and I caught it. I went straight ahead, caught it, and I had a Tinkaton throughout the whole storyline. Now it's level 100 and helps me with Terror Raids. So, Tinkatink, Tinkatuff, and Tinkaton, all great designs. Especially Tinkaton, because this was surprising me as I was playing the game. Like, oh, great design, and then, oh, nice, it's even better, the evolution. And then Tinkaton is like, whoa, this is some really cool stuff, you know? Look at Tinkaton, what design, such a great design, you know? I just got straightly, I got straight connected to these designs. The whole line, the whole family is awesome. Wiglet. It looks cool, but I don't know, there is something in this Pokemon that screams lack of effort. Now, Work Trio is actually cool. Work Trio is actually cool. I think it's like the color red, it's coming out of a rock, so it kind of makes more sense than Duck Trio. But it's not awesome as well, it's not awesome, it's just a bit better than Wiglet. But I don't know. I like the color scheme, the color of the sand, the white, the blue, and the red nose, the darker eyes. But there's just something in Wiglet, bro, that makes me like not want to validate it, if you know what I'm saying. Let's move on to, and talking about no effort, we have Finizen and Palafin. And yes, guys, those are two different Pokemon. One is a bit bigger, perhaps. The end has a heart on its belly. And that's it. Finizen, Palafin. You know? And not even the color in their eyes change, bro. It's just, you know, it has an heart into it that talks about its alternative form, which is Palafin Hero, inspired in My Hero Academia, if I'm not mistaken. And it's just very fun. It's not a good design, actually. It's not good, in my opinion. but it's really, really fun. I really, really like it. Look at the boy. Look at the man. Hey, superhero time. Let's move on. Now we have Vroom. Vroom is actually pretty cool. I really like the concept of it using the materials, the minerals in the rock or whatever, because it is a steel and poison type, and then it uses it, those materials, those minerals, and it makes a reaction which produces some type of fuel and energy. And then Vroom, its evolution is also very cool. It's like a car. And I think, because if you think about it, we have these two, we have this evolution line, right? And Vroom looks like a car. Even Team Star uses its evolution, which I didn't consider as a new Pokemon, since, I mean, it's in the game, but you can catch it, you can use it, only Team Star's members have it, so, you know, but I really enjoyed them in the playthrough and their looks. And then, after these two, you have Cyclizar. Cyclizar, actually I really like Cyclizar. And then Cyclizar is a connection between Koraidon and Miraidon, right? So we have in Vroom like a car, a vehicle as well, and Cyclizar is used as a vehicle as well. And then after Cyclizar we have Gleamet, which I love Gleamet, and we have Glimmora, which is my favorite new Pokemon, right? And these three, perhaps like this, Limit will analyze you soon. These three have something in common, right? Both Vroom and Glimmora are poison types, and they use minerals as energy, as a chemical process to give them energy and power. And that's very much heading to the future, right? And then in the Pokédex you have first Vroom, Cyclizar, and then Glimmora. So these three Pokemon show us, especially because they are together in the Pokédex, they are like the middle point between the past, Koraidon's time, and the future, aka Miraidon's time, because Cyclizar is really that, and then Vroom is like a proto-sentient car, and Glimmora is using the crystals, because Glimmora is mainly found in Area 0, where it's full of crystals, and people speculate that those crystals, and that's what happens, or that's supposedly what makes Pokemon in the future look more robotic-like, and Glimmora is the start of that process of Pokemon becoming more processing things, creating energy on its own as much as machines or things like that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, and that's all for today, guys. Let's just take a look at Gleame and Glimmora on their own. I really like these two. They are rock poison. As I said, they use crystal energy from the crystals from everywhere, but especially from Area 0, and they use it alongside it with its poison type to create energy, to create light, and in order to be able to move, okay? And I really think they are a connection between the past and the future, and they are like the start, in conjunction with Vroom, they are the start of Pokemon that are like object. Glimmora and Gleame in conjunction with Vroom, they are like the transition to the future where machine-like Pokemon or rock material and steel material, through the poison type in this case, they start to create processes, they start to create exchanges of things, so they become more alive, and in the future you have these robot-like Pokemon, right? So it's like Glimmora and Vroom are the starting or the first sentient robots, but in a very primitive way, especially Vroom, which is a proto-car, right? So tell me in the comments what you think about these new Pokemons. Glimmora is my favorite new Pokemon, and we'll have a next video of me reacting to the new Pokemons as well. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Drop that like button as a Cloud Surfer surfing out.